What's going on, YouTube, man? What is good? The GOAT is fucking back. Let's react to this video, which goes like the insane theme park that killed 6 people. This GOAT's running shit out, man. Bow! Bow!
Welcome to Action Park, the world's wildest amusement park. And probably the deadliest.
What
Guests
the fuck you mean?
regularly get launched off rides. They dislocate their shoulders and lose their teeth, or even their fingers. They break their noses, get electrocuted, and wade in snake-infested waters.
Why did she look like a horror movie? God damn!
There's more beer for sale than there is ice cream. Guests regularly dare each other to attempt things they probably wouldn't while sober. Often, they come close to drowning. On a normal day, the pool's lifeguards have to rescue up to 30 people. Every year, hundreds or more are seriously injured.
Oh my
Emergency
god!
services see up to 10 park-related incidents per day. The nearby hospital gets so overwhelmed that the park has to buy them extra ambulances. The park's unwritten motto? No risk, no fun. Safety protocols are basically not.
Yo, I'm recording a video. No, I'm recording a video. Yeah. Get away. Take the dog with you. Take the dog. Yeah, take the dog.
Non-existent. The staff is mostly in their
Yo,
teams.
I got my second dog though. My first dog was called Struggle. He died because of struggle. I got a second dog. I called him Riches. I thought he was not gonna die with riches. Guess what? The dog ended up leaving. Go to the other house because they were richer than we were. So, we got a third dog. Guess what I named it, chat? I named it Fame. Maybe the dog's still here because I'm still gonna be famous, right?
And often intoxicated. And people love it. The park has over 10,000 visitors per day.
Hey, yo!
Around 1 million annually.
That is crazy.
Over the park's 18-year run, 6 people never made it home alive. Action Park also sported some of the wildest, most poorly designed amusement park rides the world has ever seen.
Okay, where's that?
Behind it all was a ruthless park owner who would stop at nothing.
Why you gotta say the guy is ruthless, bro? you gotta already make me have a perception of the guy. The guy might even be a sweet soul. The guy might be sweet. He might be nice. Why you gotta say ruthless? Now, to say somebody's ruthless, that is ruthless as well. Like, chill out, bro. Tell us his actions. We're gonna judge after. But don't say the guy is ruthless, please.
A con artist who flouted rules, laws, and the most basic safety measures. So what were the park's most dangerous attractions? How did so many visitors end up injured or dead?
God damn.
And if there were so many scandals, how did the park keep running for nearly 2 decades?
Okay, let's run this shit up. Let's run this shit up!
Hey, this is Jonas. You might recognize my voice. I'm the guy with the accent and one of the founders of Fern. The guy you heard in the intro just now is Don. He's one of our most prolific writers, a native speaker, and blessed with a much smoother voice than mine. Going forward, he'll narrate some of our content to let me focus more on editorial work. You'll still hear me and Hook, of course. We're just mixing it up a bit. We know.
Yeah, it seems harsh to blame the owner. What about who designed it, right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, don't call the guy ruthless. Maybe that was what was possible back in the 1978. You understand? 1978, brother. My mom was not even alive. My own mom, she wasn't alive. So you can never be like, oh, we can't believe this guy is ruthless. Maybe back in the days, that's what they had. That's literally like telling me, oh, the first people who went to the helicopter testing or who went to the airplane testing, they died because the people who was testing, he was ruthless. He didn't put this kind of safety measures. Was one of the first people to do it. So I think it was about technology back in the days. People didn't even have phones. Like, you couldn't talk to somebody just through a phone. It was crazy back in the day. So I may say it was about the technology and designers and designing this and that. But you can never say the guy who was behind it. You can never say he's a con artist. You can't say it's ruthless, bro. The word ruthless, it's ruthless as well. The word is ruthless in itself, for sure. Maybe the owner just wants kids to have fun. Yeah, obviously. Obviously, do a theme park for people to have fun. Yes, they may have some injuries, but people just want to have fun, yo. He had to chill out.
Change can feel weird at first, but please give Don a shot. He's really good. And with that, back to you, Don.
Thanks, Jonas. A large part of our research is based on the book Action Park by Andy Mulvihill and the HBO documentary Class
Anyway, is the audio everything good for y'all?
Action Park. You can find links to both in the description. This is Eugene Mulvihill.
No, I got some bananas right here waiting for me, chat. Oh my god. I don't need anybody to start making the monkey jokes and the banana jokes, please. But some bananas are actually waiting for me, bro.
Known as Gene.
Yes, sir!
He created Action Park.
Bow!
In the early 70s, Gene grabs Wall Street by the horns and gets rich on penny stocks. He knows everyone on the stock exchange and is acquainted with the likes of Donald Trump. Rumor has it he knows people in the mob.
You have to eat a banana sideways so it's not gay? Oh my god, why? Like, bro, how do you guys eat a banana? How do you guys eat a banana? Sideways? Me, I actually eat banana once. Like, bananas in Africa, they're not that huge. You know what I'm saying? I just take it once. You know, like, put it in mouth once and it's done. So I do it.
2. On Wall Street, Gene starts a securities company.
No. God damn, that sounds like some if women shit. They be putting in their throats. No! I was trolling. I use a fork and a knife and I put banana on food. Please. No, I'll put it on food. I'll put it in banana on food. I don't do that, bro. I'm not a throat goat, you know? I'm not this kind of woman, you know what I'm saying? Please, I don't need them Bunny Blue drugs. I don't need the Lady Phillips drug, please. I don't need who's that bitch? Who's that hoe, chat? Who's that hoe? Who be with Shrimis? I don't even want to know her name. That's how holy I am, bro. But don't make the throat goat jokes too. Let's chill out on a
his
video.
old
It's
friend,
like in.
the financier Robert Brennan. In 1973, the Securities and Exchange Commission shuts down their company for stock manipulation and securities fraud. Their reputation is ruined, and they need a new venture. Gene pours money into a struggling ski resort in Vernon Valley, New Jersey, a prime location less than 60 miles from New York City.
Okay?
He sees its potential to grow into a tourist hotspot. Resorts, clubs, casinos, and malls, the Las Vegas of the East Coast. At the heart of it all, an amusement park unlike anything the world has ever seen. Gene begins transforming the ski resort. Never mind his lack of experience in running or designing theme parks. He makes up for it in audacity and vision. And his
Wait,
buddy
so the guy's the one who designed everything?
And former business partner Rob keeps the cash flowing. Soon, Action Park is ready to launch. Here's an overview of Action Park in its heyday. It has 3 main parts: Alpine Land, Water Park, and Motor World.
Damn.
For teens in the
boy was rich. Imagine owning that shit in 1978, bro. My nigga was rich back in the days. I didn't know. Okay.
State area, braving the rides is a rite of passage. That includes the park's most notorious ones. And according to former employees interviewed in the documentary Class Action Park, many of these rides weren't even designed by actual engineers. Some were designed by Gene himself. Others by unqualified amateurs. But that doesn't worry guests like 15-year-old Derek here. We'll follow him as he takes on some of Action Park's key attractions, in order of escalating risk. Right now, he's 2 beers into his day, waiting in line for Battle Action Tanks.
That is crazy.
On paper, Battle Action Tanks is basically bumper cars. In practice, it's more like Wimbledon meets one of the hairier battles of the Vietnam War. Riders climb into camouflaged 4-wheelers protected by chicken wire cages. Each is powered by a motor, controlled with a joystick, and decked out with a working cannon. The goal is to fire tennis balls at other tanks. Around the arena, spectators man cannons of their own.
I ain't gonna lie though. Even though this shit might be risky, this shit looks fun though. This shit looks like a fun thing to do. To go in a tank, start shooting your homies, all-star, form like a team with your boy, and go shoot other dudes. Like, this looks fun.
If they hit a tank directly, it blasts into a tailspin. This is Derek's first ride, just a warm-up. The tennis balls are fired at an insanely fast 160 kilometers per hour, and employees have to run onto the battlefield to collect stray balls. Many riders love taking this opportunity to target them. If anyone scores a direct hit to an employee's groin, the crowd goes wild. Gene loves watching this gladiatorial combat. He's often found soaking up the battle vibes from the sidelines.
Yo!
It's also where he likes to assign his chronically late employees as a punishment.
Damn!
According to Class Action Park, many of the staff aren't trained professionals. They're teenagers, some as young as 14.
What the
That's
fuck?
on brand for Action Park, where ignoring rules is part of the park's identity. Plus, teenagers are cheap labor. They don't ask questions and are often happy to test Gene's
So
newest
they're basically robots.
death-defying inventions. Some even affectionately call him Uncle Gene.
Uncle G.
In the 80s, amusement parks in the US are a pretty unregulated industry, and Uncle Gene loves to exploit a good loophole. For instance, he claims he isn't running amusement park rides, but sporting attractions.
Okay.
So he doesn't need official permits. And for a while, the state of New Jersey doesn't really intervene. All they want to know is that the rides are insured and, quote, currently not on fire. So the park shifts nearly all responsibility onto its visitors. For instance, when it comes to go-karts.
Okay.
This is the Super Go-Kart. It's gas-powered and designed for racing.
I swear to God, this guy had good technology back in 1978. These niggas were bowling.
Used for crashing. There are 20 in total. They may look small, but watch your neck. They accelerate like a spooked horse.
Okay.
They're known to cause whiplash and broken bones. They're supposed to max out at 32 kilometers an hour. But sometimes the staff likes to override the speed controls, enabling the carts to reach more than 80 kilometers an hour.
Oh,
The really
shit.
daring ones take a special souped-up model. Some employees even take these mini racers for after-work spins on the nearby state highway. Derek jumps into a super go-kart.
So, are you gonna blame the boy Gene or you gonna blame the employees who do that stupid ass shit? Who are we gonna blame right now? The
It's pretty fun zipping around, until he sees a lady losing control. She hurdles off track and smashes through a fence, then through another fence, and then she collides with a tree.
Damn!
Finally, one of the employees hits the kill switch.
Is he gonna
Derek
burst?
needs a break and stumbles into the big white festival tent right next to the circuit. He's only 15, but he has no trouble whatsoever getting his hands on a beer. Maybe it helps him muster up the courage for the next attraction.
Okay.
This is the Speedboat Lagoon. Visitors hop
So the risk is moderate, biggest threat, snake bites, capsizing, and a consciousness.
inside speedboats with a small plastic frame and a very powerful engine. They're designed for open water, but crammed into a small, man-made lagoon. Looks chill.
So how is the snake gonna bite you when you're just in a boat? How does that work?
If only. Everyone knows it's full of snakes, gas from leaky boat motors, and dead fish.
Damn!
Derek quickly realizes no one's here to pilot the boats. They're here to crash them. He's just about to climb in when, bam! Another boat smashes into the side of his. It knocks the wind out of him, and he topples out of the boat straight into the murky lagoon. The water is greasy. Is that motor oil?
Damn!
Disgusted, he fishes himself out. As he does, something slithers across his thigh. He chooses to not think about it. Somehow, Action Park rides make it through mandatory state inspections. Since amusement park regulation is so new, inspectors
What the
don't always
hell?
know what they're looking for. State law requires that Gene take out liability insurance,
Bombo clat in that there, bro. What the fuck is this?
or what might be considered dangerous. But Gene doesn't believe in insurance. Too expensive, too much bureaucracy. He'd need to insure the accident-prone
My boy was a gangster, bro. Fuck their government, fuck their papers, bro. We're not following any of the government things, bro. Hell nah.
Action Park for at least $2 million a year, with premiums rising every time something goes wrong. So he simply starts his own insurance company, London and World Insurance, headquartered in the Cayman Islands. That allows him to produce fake insurance documents while paying premiums to himself
Okay?
and using the company to launder money.
That is a smart
But
move.
while Gene may have been a visionary when it came to chaos and ruthless money-making, he definitely had room for improvement when it came to taste. Today, your walls can actually look good with Displate. Displates are high-quality metal
Okay,
snap-
that'd be at, Chai. That'd
Like
be at,
Star-
bro. I love the way he sneaked in, bro.
Find
Love
it-
the way he sneaked that shit in.
One of them was the Bailey ball.
Okay, the Bailey Park, the risk high, status no permit, biggest rate dynamics. Okay, what's up?
He doesn't have a permit for it yet. Today is testing day.
You gotta
the ball
give it to himself,
consists
right?
of two plastic spheres, one nested inside the other. The outer sphere is covered in office chair wheels. The inner one is mounted on ball bearings, so it can spin independently of the outer shell, keeping the seat upright. Attached to the seat is a race car style harness.
Okay.
The Bailey ball wasn't designed by an
Yo, I love the
engineer.
physics of this shit though. The way this sphere is built, this physics is really dope. Like, it stops you from getting unconscious or hitting your head or breaking your head doing this and that, bro. The physics right there is literally, shout out, bro. We gotta give it a shout out. That was smart.
But by a janitor who long dreamed of breaking into the theme park business. Gene loves it. The Bailey ball is supposed to roll down a homemade, zigzagging track,
Damn!
182 meters of glued PVC pipes. This is the test pilot.
I swear to God, this sphere literally went off that shit, bro. It literally went off the rail. I can tell that. I never seen this video, but I think that could happen, bro. That's a very
Frank,
possible thing.
a regular employee that Gene convinced to do the job by slipping him $100. The idea is that Frank will roll down the hill, sitting upright, and come to a gentle stop at the bottom of the mountain. Here's
Hey,
the
yo!
state safety inspector, sent to rubber stamp the ride. As long as it doesn't scream instant death, the Bailey ball will be cleared for use by the public. Frank is strapped in a ball.
Unless you don't die, it's fine. Death is the only bad thing. You may break your arm, it's fine. But as long as you don't die, we can put people in that shit in they gotta pay us money, bro. We gotta be rich.
Ready to launch.
Use your brain.
For the first few meters, it's all going according to plan. Frank's rolling smoothly and he's still upright. But nobody accounted for the laws of thermodynamics. The problem with PVC in the hot sun is that it expands
Facts.
rapidly. The plastic track that was supposed to give the ball direction has bulged and warped. Frank
Okay.
doesn't even make it through the first switchback. It hurtles off the track and starts rolling down the hill,
I knew
rapidly
it!
gaining speed. The safety inspector can only watch, frozen in horror. The ball hurtles down the hill and flies off park grounds. It's now headed for the road. Cars honk and screech to a halt. Somehow, the ball avoids any collisions and
Damn!
eventually it crashes into a pond. Frank emerges, dazed and sputtering, with blood on his shirt, but alive. The inspector
That is
does
crazy.
not grant Gene approval for the Bailey ball, but plenty of other rides do end up going live. By the
Okay.
mid-70s, Action Park boasts about 50 attractions. Around 1 million people visit the park every year. It's a
Damn.
genuine boost for the local economy. At the time,
I ain't
even
gonna lie
Donald
though. It looks like back in the days things were fun. I swear to God. People who lived in America in the 80s, they lived in the best country, bro. That country was dope. Look this shit.
Here.
Look how fun this looks.
it's a genuine boost for the local economy.
Damn.
At the time, even Donald Trump considers investing in Action Park. But apparently the concept is too crazy, even for him. The park's ads run non-stop on New York television, luring in city kids eager to blow off some steam.
Yeah, 1 million people every year and 6 people died. It's crazy. It's crazy. This shit been running for nearly 2 decades, bro. Nearly 20 fucking years. And only 6 people died out of 1 million people who came to visit every single year, bro. Which is crazy. These guys, yes, they want content. Yes, they want views. Yes, they want to make the guy look bad. I don't know why. But 6 people is just small percent, bro. Small, tiny, bro. It's not even visible, bro. It's crazy. It's not bad starts, bro. I'm telling you.
Some do it by flying through the air on a Tarzan swing.
Okay, Tarzan
Imagine
swing.
you're holding 6 meters of rope.
Oh
The
my
pool
God.
beneath you is 4.5 meters deep. The Tarzan swing may look like a simple rope swing, but later on, it'll be one of the first rides the state shuts down for good. Braving this swing is a rite of
This video kill 6 people? What do you mean? What do you mean kill 6 people?
passage. Mess this up with a belly flop, and you'll never live it down. Derek isn't worried. He's a great swimmer.
Okay.
He grabs the rope, swings far out over the pool, and lets go. The second he hits the pool, everything shuts down. He's just plunged from 35 degrees Celsius air into bone-chilling 10 degrees Celsius water. The spring-fed water is so cold, he forgets how to swim. He flails, stunned. A smirking lifeguard hauls him out and slaps a wristband on him. Scrawls across it are the letters CFS, shorthand for can't fucking swim. Later, he'll learn that the cold water was such a shock to one swimmer's system that he went into cardiac arrest and died.
Daniel! What the
Cases
fuck?
like this should be covered by Gene's liability insurance. But London and World Assurance, the company allegedly backing Action Park, doesn't really exist. In
God
1984, the authorities catch on to his scheme. He pleads guilty to fraud and is slapped with $300,000 in fines and 3 years probation.
Okay.
He's also ordered to sell the park. According to Class
Okay, so did he sell the park or what?
Action Park, Gene doesn't have the slightest intention of doing that. So far, he's been renting part of the property from the state of New Jersey. To provoke officials, he reportedly stops paying his bills and ignores their letters. After some back and forth,
That is Andrew Tate style. Ignore the letters. Refuse to pay the taxes. They're gonna send you letters threatening you that if you don't pay, they're gonna take your shit. Ignore the letters. Ignore the letters. They're gonna start sending people to your house. Ignore them too. Andrew Tate style, bro. Shit. This is the Andrew Tate of the 1800s, though. This is Andrew Tate if he had hair and he had no influence.
New Jersey agrees to sell him the land for a steal, allegedly just to get him off their backs. Gene wins and goes on to further expand his park.
My boy been in the streets.
This might be the single most ludicrous ride in Action Park. Gene himself designed it, on a cocktail napkin. It's a ride to be endured, not enjoyed. It's called the Cannonball Loop. The idea is simple. A water slide about 5 stories tall with a 360-degree loop at the end. But the park keeps having to tweak the design, since the crash test dummies it uses for testing tend to emerge headless. Derek watches the guy in front of him enter first.
Oh my
A
god.
few seconds later, he's spit out into the pool. Head first, but alive. That's good enough for Derek. The lifeguards hose him down. Friction is the enemy here. Momentum is everything.
Facts.
This isn't just about fun. He can't afford to lose any speed, or he might not make it through the loop. Derek's
Facts.
heard the horror stories. Guests who dropped straight
If you lose speed, you are dead. You a dead man.
down inside the slide and slammed face first into the fiberglass, finally emerging into the landing area bloodied and toothless. And the guests who followed them, who emerged
Just trapped on God. On God, bro. On God, you'll be trapped right there.
covered in cuts and bruises caused by other people's teeth still embedded in the slide. Derek's getting cold feet, but he can't back down now.
Why
Not
would
a-
you even design that shit?
For the Tarzan swing incident. He shoots into darkness. It's fast, brutal, and then he hits the loop. He crawls out dazed, bleeding from the elbow.
Damn!
But at least he's alive. The authorities
At least he's alive. So that means people can use it, right?
only require Gene to report serious injuries. But according to Class Action Park, that leaves it up to him to decide what serious means.
Yeah.
No one knows how many people have
Serious means death.
actually been hurt at Action Park over the years. When victims or their families sue the park, Gene almost always refuses to settle. Instead, he drags them to court, knowing that trials are often expensive, tedious, and emotionally exhausting.
Facts.
Many families aren't willing to go through that. Gene reportedly wins the vast majority of these cases. On the rare occasions he loses, he stalls on making any payments to the victims, sometimes until law enforcement orders him to. U.S. Marshals allegedly come knocking on his door at least twice.
Yeah, this animation looks scary, but it's like it's a horror movie.
This is the Alpine Slide. It's an 820-meter-long concrete track winding down the mountain,
Whoa!
which riders descend on small plastic sleds equipped with a handbrake. At first glance, it looks like good, clean fun. It's marketed as safe for grandparents and infants. But in reality, the Alpine slide will rack up more injuries and lawsuits than any other ride in the park.
God damn.
The sleds have two speeds, painfully slow, or what employees call death awaits. Riders
awaits.
switch between these two states with a simple handbrake, if that brake happens to work. The concrete course makes for a rough landing, especially for guests wearing only swimsuits. Derek rides the ski lift up the mountain.
Okay?
Teenagers overhead are spitting on riders and throwing sleds, trying to hit any unlucky riders below. At the top, he climbs onto a janky plastic sled. There are no helmets, of course, just pictures of nasty scrapes to warn you not to go too fast.
Yeah.
It's basically like riding a skateboard down a long, steep mountain. Halfway down, he realizes he's coming up on a mother and her young child, fast. He's zooming along at nearly 50 kilometers an hour. He brakes hard on a sharp turn that shoots him off the sled.
No!
He flies through the air and lands hard.
Damn!
He's mostly fine, just road rash, a battle scar he can show off later. Not everyone will be so lucky. In 1980, the Alpine slide claims Action Park's first life. 19-year-old George Larson is hurled off his sled and slams his head against a rock. Allegedly, this rock had already been flagged for removal,
Damn!
but Gene and his team ignored it. That sounds straightforward. The park is to blame for Larson's death. But Action Park argues it wasn't the slide that killed Larson, it was the rock. So technically, the ride itself is safe. According to
The ride is safe is the problem of the rock. So how the fuck did he land on the rock? How? Did he land on the rock by himself? Or is the slide which landed him there, bro? Oh my god, bro. This nigga Gene. I wanna know his lawyers, bro. This guy pretty had Jayoma though. Anyway, Chow is Jayoma though. Chow, what is Jayoma? That lawyer was blowing up like on TikTok, blowing up, getting all these ugly guilty motherfuckers out of jail, bro. Where's Jayoma, Chow? Let me see Jayoma, yo. Let me see Jayoma. I don't know if you guys remember Jayoma though. The guy was balling back in the days. Guy was balling. Let me see. Let me see if Jayama is still out here, bro. This nigga was crazy, though. I need to see this guy. Oh, yo, he's still alive? Even Lacey following him? Then he be posting, though. But he fell over 400 likes. Jayama used to be a cool guy 2024. Who did I bail out? He's bailing out nobody now. Prostitutes. Look the guy he... Chat, look. Jayoma is look the guy you wanna let out, chat. Chat, look the guy he wanna let out, bro. It's crazy. Nah, you can't let that guy. You can't let these people out. No problem. No problem. No problem. No problem. Nah. But you're not letting this guy out, bro. This guy did it. You know, but back to the point, though. Back to the point. I wanna know the bro lawyers, bro. Bro lawyers maybe do something, bro. Bro lawyers might be cooking, bro. They sound like those young thug lawyers, bro, who was saying that pushing P means pushing positivity. And young thug, the thug in young thug, stands for truly humble under God. They were cooking a pot, bro. Cooking shit. They were like this. Yeah, so I want to see the bro's lawyers, bro. He was cooking.
to Larson's family, the press is fed of Action Park argues it wasn't the slide that killed Larson, it was the rock. So technically, the ride itself is safe. According to Larson's family, the press is fed a version claiming George rode the slide at night in the rain. But the accident actually happened during normal operating hours and in good weather. The case never goes to court. Action Park quietly settles with the family for $100,000. The Alpine slide stays open.
Damn! Wait, fool.
The
Rick's maximum, biggest rate drowning.
Ride in
DEFCON 3.
the park might not be what you'd expect, and that might have been what made it so dangerous. Not the souped-up go-karts, not the deadly looping water slide. No, the attraction that killed the most people was the wave pool, also known as the grave pool. It may look
The grave pool is crazy.
harmless, inviting even, but this is no kiddie pool. It's a massive pool that can hold about 1,000 guests. It's about 30 meters wide and 76 meters long. Giant pressure chambers generate artificial waves up to a meter tall. They also produce a strong riptide. The deep end reaches 2.4 meters.
Okay.
Derek doesn't know all this. The water sparkles. Music plays. The pool almost looks relaxing.
Why is Derek everywhere?
He wades in and is immediately sucked under by the current. He surfaces, gasping, to find hundreds of people thrashing around near him. It feels like an artificial ocean, so a lot of people expect salt water, but they're wrong. The pool is filled with fresh water, so it's less buoyant and easier to sink in. And half of the people in it are drunk. A guy near Derek is flailing around. Derek sees one lifeguard dive in for a save, then another. Behind him, someone is pulled out on a stretcher. They're the second one today. The pool is deceptive, even for strong swimmers. The waves come on unexpectedly, and panicked swimmers often clog the exits. 12 Red Cross-trained lifeguards are stationed at the pool at all times. But because the pool is so densely packed and the water so murky, it isn't always easy to tell when someone is drowning.
Damn.
Throughout the 80s, 3 people drowned in the wave pool. A 15-year-old boy and 2 young men aged 18 and 20.
Damn.
In the end, 6 people die at Action Park. 3 in the wave pool, 1 on the Alpine slide, and 1 on the Tarzan swing. The 6th victim was an unlucky kayaker who capsized, stepped on a live underwater wire, and was fatally electrocuted.
That is crazy.
With that many injuries and deaths, the park should have been shut down long ago. So why did it stay open for so long?
My boy had good lawyers. He had good lawyers and he was street smart. I read that in a book called The Millionaire Master Plan. They say that in school, they teach you to be book smart. But in reality, in the real world, to be rich, you need to be street smart. So the boy, he was street smart. Yes, he was wearing a suit like me. Yes, he was dressed good. Yes, he had lawyers. Yes, he had money. But the nigga was from the fucking street, bro. Yes, sir. I bet attracted more people. This is the baddest park on God, bro. Only that, if people would come here and die, someone will go there and come back alive. He'll come out, yo, I've been through that park, bro. Imagine the stories you'll tell after coming from the holidays and when the holidays you went to this park, bro. Imagine the stories you would have in school. Bro, I went to that loop, man. I went to that loop. I went to the swimming pool, this one. I went to this and that, bro. This shit was fun. This shit was fun. Yes, he had some accidents. The same way, even if take like a normal pool in Africa, people are drowning. I remember this one time I went to swimming pool and there came up this 4-year-old girl. She was like 4 years old. She was still young. She started swimming. She started swimming at the height of 3-meter depth. And some guy, he was like, shit, that girl who's young as fuck, who's as tall as the table, how can she swim like on that point and I can't do it? The motherfucker went to swim. The reason why I remember this guy, he looked like Kylian Mbappe. The guy went to swim, and the guy, they removed him and it was like, you know, it was like that. People drown everywhere. People drown everywhere. People are dying everywhere. It doesn't matter. So you can never, in almost 20 years, only 6 people died. People had injuries, this and that. You know what I'm saying? You can never blame the park. You can never blame Gene, bro. Shout out to Gene. But I just want to know, what happened after all of that happened, though? How did the Action Park close? That's what I want to know.
Over the years, families, journalists, and authorities repeatedly put pressure on Action Park. But Gene somehow always managed to dodge any form of responsibility. According to Class Action Park,
smart. He was smart with it.
Rumor had it friends in high places were looking out for him. Gene had close ties with local business leaders and politicians. Action Park was a major employer in the area. And Rob, Gene's generous money man, was always just a phone call away. Whenever he was under attack, Gene fought back, sometimes with sketchy methods. One journalist alleges that, when Gene was faced with criticism, he retaliated, phoning her boss and ultimately getting her fired. And when a man Gene owed money wanted to claim...
I was doing the shit I be hearing African leaders doing now over here, though.
Gene reportedly threatened to
fire the motherfuckers, man. You say shit, you get fired. That's how it works over here.
A Russian hitman to kill him and his family.
Whoa. What are we talking about hitmans right now? Chill out.
And ultimately getting her fired. And when a man Gene owed money wanted to claim it, Gene reportedly threatened to hire a Russian hitman to kill him and his family. Gene went on like this for years.
Now, if that is true, this nigga will be the worst villain of the 19th century. That's as far as you can go. Imagine owing somebody money and they're trying to tell you, oh, bro, pay me, bro. You better pay me. You want me to pay you? I might hire a hitman. What the fuck you mean? No, the way you even say Russian is crazy. I'ma hire a Russian hitman. Damn. It's crazy.
For a Russian hitman to kill him and his family.
And his family! If you owe your money, your family is dying too. You better let me keep your money. Oh, you and your family going together. Russian is crazy on God, bro. God damn, Russian people be scary for this long, bro. Damn. He can say, I'ma hire a Moldova hitman. Who cares about Moldova? I'ma hire a Kenyan hitman. Who cares about Kenyan, bro? I'ma hire a Russian. Jesus. Oh, sorry, boss. You can keep the money, bro. You can keep the money. I might even give you some more money, bro. Oh shit, threatening is the way, chat. Chat, maybe threatening is the way. Maybe threatening is the fucking way. No, I'm trolling Twitch. I'm trolling. I'm talking about GTA. I'm talking about GTA, bro. Talking about GTA. But if somebody owes you money, yeah, though, be nice to them. Pay them, you know, be nice, bro.
And ultimately getting her fired. And when a man Gene owed money wanted to claim it, Gene reportedly threatened to hire a Russian hitman to kill him and his family.
Damn.
Gene went on like this for years, dodging his responsibilities and delaying settlement payments. He embodied the Reaganomics spirit of the 80s, minimal government intervention, and a belief that deregulation was the key to innovation.
Damn.
But that changed in the 90s. The lawsuits kept piling up, earning the park its nickname, Class Action Park. Attendance started dropping. By 1996, mounting legal battles, medical bills, and safety mandates finally caught up with Gene. Action Park shut down.
Damn.
Millions of dollars in debt. Gene went on to complain.
I thought my boy was getting paid. A million people a year. I thought my boy was getting paid. So how did he end up in this though? So what happened?
Lost more money on the park than he ever made. Since then, the park has repeatedly changed hands and names. Today, it's just a water park, with some of the old attractions still in place. But Action Park itself is history. Gene Mulvihill died in 2012. Obituaries hail him as a visionary entrepreneur. A politician from New Jersey said his mother had given him the perfect name, Gene, like the true genius he always was.
Obviously, this guy was a genius, bro. So he gonna hire a hitman. so you gotta shut up, fuck up with your money. That was smart. That was a genius move. Oh my god, the nigga died in 2012. RP or what? Here in Scotland, we had a park. It had one death and it closed down. Damn. Not even a ride just fell from the railings. It is crazy. God damn, why is Scotland so strict? Maybe that guy who got his park closed. Maybe he was an genius like Gene. Shout out to Gene, bro. RP to the guy, man. Oh my god, I hope this guy Fern. I genuinely hope this guy Fern doesn't got any YouTube restriction, so I'm gonna be able to upload this video though.